What it do, what it do, what it do. Guess what, y'all? We don't need no rehearsals tonight. This is Tuesday Night Lounging with Yasha HalleluYah Open Mic Nights. Yes, this is one of the HalleluYah Open Mic Nights. I got my big brother, Jonathan Taylor, in the house. What it do, Jonathan?
I'm chilling, chilling like a villain.
Your
See
mic
if
is
I can
kind
get
of
it in.
low. Let me see if I can turn my end up over here.
Can
Yeah,
you hear
so
me
I
now?
can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I had the mic low over here, so I couldn't hardly hear you. Could you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, so
Okay.
we're gonna get it in. We got an open discussion, open mic, talk what's on our mind. So what
Oh
you got
yeah.
on your mind, Josh?
What's on my man? The state of Black Israel. That's always on my mind, man. You know what we have come from. And I'm not talking about Black Israel like the Israelites of the Bible. I'm talking about Black Israel of today. Since we have come
Modern
into
day
this,
Negroes.
yeah, since we have come into this awakening, I'm just examining and observing the state of Black Israel. That's pretty much was always on my mind. So what's on your mind, Jonathan?
Our people is out of their mind and they need serious help.
Oh my
That's what
lord.
that's the problem right there. They need help.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
concur.
how we gonna fix the community when you got a lot of evil men walking around in this truth, teaching damnable heresies, lies to the people, manipulating people, robbing people of the spiritual conscience, robbing them in their pockets and their wallets. Where's all the honest men of our people? Where they at? That's where
Wow,
we at.
where you say where's all the honest men of our people? Hallelujah. Yeah, I had just did a video. I think yesterday, and the video I was doing yesterday when I wasn't didn't want y'all to come in because I didn't want no interruptions. I wanted the spirit just to flow. That's one of the things that I was talking about. We need honest, truthful men, man. And that's something that I've noticed in this state of the Israelite movement that we really don't have a lot of. We have a lot of smart men, intellectual men. We have a lot of spiritual men or whatever the hell that is. And then we have a lot of dishonest men. You know what I'm saying? A lot of very dishonest men and a
Do
very
you put would you put money over your people? Oh, well, I know you ain't gonna put money over.
I would say I haven't put money over my people. And I think that if I was one of those to put money over my people, I think that I probably would have been in the upper echelons. But I haven't. So the answer would be no. Out of the many times and opportunities that I had to put money over my people, the answer was no. And I want to say this, you know, the very first time that I was introduced to put money over my people, when I was around 13, 14 years old, when all of my other friends were selling crack cocaine, and I refused to do it. And I never did it. So it's been an ongoing thing, a ongoing no. It's not would I do it, because would I do it is if I was allowed just one opportunity. It was several opportunities that's been allotted to me, and I've said no. No, I
The
would
pride,
not use money. You know,
the principles of pride must come into. You got to make
huh?
better choices. The principles of pride must come into play. Black people make better choices. Like not
Yeah,
mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're a man, make sure that this is the woman you want to be with for the rest of your life. Because you don't want to be turning this woman into a harlot. You did? So this is a message
yeah.
you need to be taught, need to be told. Black men need to stop playing, and we're gonna get on. Need to stop. So you need to know what you were called on this earth for. You need to know who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be with a black man. Black man's supposed to be with a black, raising black children. That's the way God designed it, created it to be. He created all nations to be what they own. This ain't racist. This is just a fact. Am I right, Yasha?
I would have to agree because what I have not been seeing is black families. You know, being raised in the black ghetto, the black family, and the black amongst black people, are most of us, like I think it was somewhere between 75 to 85% of us are raised in dysfunctional families, meaning that a black man and a black woman are not together raising their children, man. They're not together building families. They fucking, they making babies, but they not building families. And that's a very, very, very disheartening observation to observe. You know, it's something that I wish that my eyes would not have seen. Last week, legal weed on the block. You know. So what you say about that, John?
I say it's 100% facts. A lot of black men, they have children that they neglect, try to go way hide in the family. Children is created according to the world. It's supposed to be. You got to think this too. This. You want to be that type of cat, that little quickie. They got women out there. When you go on with a woman and you plant the seed up to 5 months later, she dropped the load. That kid is yours. You're supposed to be there. Child. Son, or supposed to be there. You ain't supposed to be making no excuses. There is no excuse. These children being neglected. These children, parent homes and shit. Oh, man, you need to wake the hell up.
Somewhere, somewhere your it's like your audio is low. It seems like I want to see what I is there anything on my end I can do to kind of turn that up. How I got it up 100 over here. Let's see if I turn the mic up over here. The mic is all the way up. Yeah, man. So when you talking about black people not building families, you know what I'm saying? I think that is the end result. That is what happens if I was to say, nah, I don't think that black men and black women should be together. You know, I am not one who think that black men and black women should not be together, or any race of people, right? Or any people like that. But when you have races of people, it's all because uh, 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 demographically and homogeneously people have produced. You know, the part about producing babies, I guess as long as you're having sex, that's not going to be an issue. But the issue is that there's no black families. Families where mom, dad is in the house. and they were together before the children was born. You know what I'm saying? And they was together all the way until the children got grown. You know what I'm saying? And they stayed together, and then they watched their children have children, and they watched their children have children, all continuing and building strong families. You know, that is something that African Americans haven't had probably since, I would say probably since I was born in the early '70s, so I would say at least the '60s, man, because it was starting to fall. It was together in my lifetime, but in my lifetime, ever since I was born, it was like on a decline. So I would guess that from studying history, it would have had to been ever since the '60s that black families have failed, to build. It's all about the destruction of a black family, black civilizations, black lives, black ideas, black thoughts, black dreams. You can't do none of these things without families. And these things cannot happen if black men and black women do not build families. I guess that was a long way of answering your question. Jonathan fell in the back. John fell in the back. I thought you was on the screen still.
Nah, I fell off. That's it. Back. Yeah, you right on that. Right on that. Families, relationships, making the black community strong.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching the women to be women, teaching the men responsibility. That's something that we told and taught ASAP.
Yeah.
We need to learn to communicate with the youth. Get these boys off the street corners selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have that ability to be able to reach.
Jonathan, I could have made this show the realest show ever. The police right now is
Mm-hmm.
in front of my complex removing a stolen
Mm-hmm.
car. And I'm a hood man. I know everything that's going on in this goddamn hood. And it's these little badass boys that's
Mm-hmm.
coming into their teenage. They running around here with guns, and they want to steal cars, and they want to create a nuisance. They making noise. They even in some degree won't even try to build a little stupid silly gang. You know what I'm saying? But and drill rap has a lot to do with it. The ringleader is about 13 years old. The young boy put a fucking gun on me about a couple months ago. But I took that young boy instead of taking another gun and blowing his goddamn brains out like I could have. Took a young man's life and spent the rest of mine in jail. I took that young man, and I'm taking him, and I'm still taking him. And he's out here still fucking up. But I'm taking them, and hey, look, man, look, I'm finna take you out, man. I'm finna spend some money on you. I'm finna dress you up. You know what I'm saying? These them raggedy ass shoes you got on. I'm put you in some Jordans, man. That's what y'all like. This, that, and do this. I want to do these things to this one particular young man to let him know, nigga, I'm doing this because I believe in you, that you got a mind on you, that you can do good and well, man, and not throw it in the gutter for this dumb shit. I'm investing in you, young man. And that's what I'm doing with this young man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is telling me you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. And it appears that way. But somebody got to show these young black men that, man, I love you. I could have killed that young man. He put a gun on me. This is no shit like we in prison to where somebody is extorting me for money. I'm investing in my future, in my youth, in my young black men. And I think that that's what love is. I think that's what love does. And I really, really believe from the bottom of my heart, man, that love is the only thing that we need to get by. And the only way that love can be harnessed is through black families. I start off talking about the state of black Israel. And ever since we have come into this knowledge, you know, ever since we have come into this awakening, what has become of us? I've seen the greatest musicians. I'm talking about, it was a time where a black man could come out with an album and his whole album is studied. I'm talking about through a microscopic lens by all races. Like, how the hell could they do this? This shit is a genius. Just to hear our music reduced to murder. I could pull a gun, I could shoot and kill.
Because I'm gonna ask one question to you. Where is the talent in the music industry today?
AI. It's all AI now. We're going towards AI. Music ain't even real anymore. No bands, it's almost it's sad, man. The music. Do you know how just music alone, how music saved our people? I'm talking
Got them
about
through
music is maybe
harsh times, man, dealing with the society and racism.
yeah. Yes, music has saved and brought us a long way. And it made many of us rich. It saved many of our lives. You know what I'm saying? It helped us make some of the best decisions. It kept us out of the psychiatric ward. Thinking about
Music,
the
certain
relationship.
music, I said it, certain
Yeah,
music of the day gave people hope, faith.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Swing low, sweet chariot, coming
yeah,
forth to carry me home. Songs like that. This little
yeah.
heart of mine. You know,
And what about love songs, man, that they used to make back in the day? A lot of times when a lot of guys break up with women today, there is no advice for them. There is no real nothing. When we was coming up, when we was dating and when we was going through our thing with women, we would talk with other men, and masculinity was passed down from man to man. You know what I'm saying? And it was passed down through the music. A lot of times, man, I could think of I hate to say it, but it was fading out even in the 90s. It was still there. It was fading out in the 90s. And I can remember breaking up, getting a divorce from my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to the words of Brian McKnight, "One Last Cry." You know what I'm saying? Where he started off talking about my shattered dreams and my broken heart, just sitting right there on the shelf. It's sitting there. It's in your picture. You know what I'm saying? That music was therapeutic, man. And now the only thing that we got in the music to help us by tonight and today is Sexy Red. You know, Cardi B. She's getting old now, but
you mean Hordy
you
B?
get what I'm saying?
Hordy. I call her Hordy B.
What'd you say, Jack?
Hordy B.
The music has no substance. You know, there's many times, you know what I'm saying, that I was going through things, just even with women, that the music would heal you. Like the OJ said, there was a message in the music. It would heal you, and you didn't have to go to a counselor, because you knew that some other man was going through the same goddamn thing that you was going through. So you're not abnormal. You're not crazy. You can get past this. Today, it ain't none of that in the music. It's dope, lean, a lot of fucking promiscuity, homosexuality, even to that degree. You know, the music is there's no hope in the music. There's all doom in the damn music. You know, all doom in the music. It makes me just, like you asked me, what's going through my mind, man. The state of Black Israel today. Ever since we have come into this awakening, since we have learned who we are, have we advanced? Have we progressed? I'm gonna say if we have not progressed, then we have to look at the leaders of the Black Israelite movement. Something that they are doing that is stagnating the growth of our people. You got all these people running around here speaking, talking, and saying that they're Israelites. And they got all these different Israelite languages, and virtually none of them is even at a conversation level in any form of the Hebrew languages. That's called mental stagnation, people. It's just stagnation. We all stagnated. I'm thinking about that scripture in Timothy, the New Testament text about these itching ears, those who have itching ears, and those who chose leaders unto themselves. That's my concern. My concern is the poor state of leadership that the Black Israelite movement has fallen into. And you've been an Israelite long as me, Jonathan. You can't tell me you don't see Christianity infiltrating the Black Israelite movement.
Yeah, of course. I
You
see
see,
these
you
Negroes as agents, agents of chaos.
agents of chaos. Take that mute off your mic, man. We having a convo. This late night with Yasha. We lounging Tuesday
Yeah,
night,
go ahead,
man.
man. Go ahead.
This
That's
ain't
what I
no
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
this ain't no session where I'm out giving a lesson tonight. I'm having a discussion with my brother. And
Hmm.
I need you to conversate with me on tonight.
Bet. Got that. I see these dudes as agents of chaos, man. Look at some of the doctrines that they push. You know what I'm saying?
I want to let you loose, man, because you one of the guys
Yeah.
that I can let loose, and if I let you loose, they don't know. If I let you loose, you gone. It ain't no stopping them.
It's too late for me to get loose. It's late.
I've been
It's
letting
11
Jonathan
o'clock. So
loose. Jonathan got to talking for about 2-3 hours straight, just
without
going.
stopping. Without stopping. Nah, but I'm gonna be
Y'all know
cool and
Jonathan,
calm and
man. Like I
collected
know
tonight.
Jonathan. Hey,
Because it's
so
late.
you gonna
You know
calm
what
it
I'm
down
saying?
tonight, Jaja? Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We came on a little earlier, man. Y'all could have got it in a little better. Saying, but it's
Well,
kind of late.
this
So,
this late night lounging, man. You let the
mhm.
people know what we like in our personal lives. What we personally think. Everything ain't always about pushing the gospel and the message on people. We lounging. We have
Yep.
real lives outside of teaching, learning and teaching and learning and teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yep.
We have real thoughts. I hate to say it that we guys like us have been in this so long that We have Israelite thoughts. Even when we lounging, Israel just happens to just be the thought.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The Most High, you know. Yes, 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 yes. So, man, what's new been going on in your neck of the woods, man? I mean, what's new been going on? I haven't been on social media in a while. What's been popping on social media that you know about?
The war in
Pretty much
Israel.
outside of my own channel. The war in Israel.
What's going on in Israel right now between the Fakelites and the Palestinians, the fake Palestinians too. That's
Okay,
what's
okay.
popping in the news.
I for say you better not sit up there and call them the small hats fake,
No,
and then say the
I call them Fakelites, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, and then say the Palestinians ain't fake. Both sides of the party fake, man.
I know that. Neither one of them, they fighting
But
over land that don't belong to neither.
that neither one of y'all.
But here's the thing.
And this
The Bible said that the Most High will defend Jerusalem. Now, do you see the Most High coming to the aid of these people? I don't see it.
uh nah, I see them just wasting their money with buying bombs and shit, and just creating chaos.
Mm-hmm. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's what I see. I see they creating chaos, and they're creating some type of control factor.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get things under control. And I
Right.
think that they're also trying to get this Black
Yo, I'm gonna
Israelite
be back. I
movement
gotta
to.
go in the kitchen for a second. Be right.
All right. Yeah, I also think that they're trying to get this Black Israelite movement under control. Because I've been in this Israelite movement so long. You know, I've been in this movement so long. To where even the New Testament Israelites have fallen to a very, very, very Christian agenda. You know what I'm saying? And that is what is happening. Y'all don't understand that when y'all do that to the world, it makes your claim as being an Israelite very, 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 very weak. It makes your claim very, very weak. Especially when you lack things like you don't understand Israelite history, you don't understand Israelite culture, you don't understand the Israelite history, and then you're doing the 1+1 = Jesus thing. You can't win in Israel with that type of ignorance, man. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, and you will never be taken serious as an Israelite being lazy with your faith, blaming everything on Christ. Oh, we're going to learn a language when Christ come back. Zephaniah 3:9 or 6:9 or whatever the hell, he's going to restore us. Man, like my elders taught me. I remember Shaka Musa Berashengo say, hey, we talking about the text. I've read them in all of the languages. I've read them in English. I've read them in Greek. I've read them in Hebrew. And they're just not saying. When you read them in all of the languages, they're not just saying what you are professing them to say. Yeah, so I have a big concern with the Black Israelite movement. Everything is turning to a Christian thing is not even the problem as much as it is those that are leading and dominating Christianity. Because when you make Christianity, the theme of your Hebrewism, you are perpetuating white supremacy just by the collective history of Christianity alone. For the last, Christianity is about 2,000 years, and honestly and truthfully, it has probably been dominated by white people for the last 2,000 years. There's much investigation that needs to be done inside of our Israeliteness, people. You just can't come into Israelite a year ago, 2 years ago, and just get content and think that you have arrived. You just can't do that. There's much more investigation that needs to be done, people. And I promise you, at the end of it, we're going to be proven to be Israel. But what's not going to be the case is that many of us have been deceived because we have given our Israeliteness or capped our Israelite bottle. Israel is about power. Israel is Yasha HalleluYah, he that'll rule with power, he that'll rule for the power, he that'll rule with God, he that'll rule for God, he that'll rule as the power, he that'll rule as God on this earth. Really brings a reality to the text of Psalms 82:6 and Psalms 82:1, the first chapter, which is very confusing in English when you don't understand the Israelite history and culture and language as well. Now, these are the things that's on my mind tonight, Tuesday Night Lounging with Yasha. The state of Black Israel today. And I think that we're not advancing. We're advancing in numbers, but we're advancing in numbers that is of evil men, evil teachers. They're evil because they're just not honest. They're evil because they're just not telling the truth.
Because if they
Our
tell the
Israelite
truth,
leaders. Oh, you back good. I'm glad you grabbed the mic, Jonathan. Go ahead and take the mic, John. Let him get
if
your
they
take on
tell
it.
if they tell the truth, they will lose a bunch of money and they will lose members. So to keep the lie rolling, they gotta keep the money rolling in. They gotta keep it. That's what these men are about. They're not about
As
nothing but
much
the truth.
as much of a thinker that I claim to be, why didn't I just think of it like that? I mean, I thought of the money, but I didn't think of it as the loss of it. You know, wow. So you mean to tell me if they told the people that, we what we learned was a lot of that stuff was error. We was just learning and we learning new information. You think they people would leave them?
Of course. Yeah. No other choice.
Probably because when they put it out there, they put it out there as the ultimate truth.
Mm-hmm.
Being that they put it out there as the ultimate truth, and then we debunk that truth, then I guess we the problem now.
Yep.
You know, man, we
Well,
gonna
it's
have.
a
I'm
time.
just gonna have to be problematic. Say what, John?
It's just time that people gotta stand up for what's right, man. Fight against evil. Now you see the camps out here, you know what they do is wrong. You gotta stand up against it. Support that. Because they're gonna lead a lot
Can
of
I?
our people to their demise. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask you a question that requires a lot. a lot of thought in the answer. I need you to really think about this. But coming from heathenism into a cultish, man dominated Israeliteness, you know, can we ever say that we ever really knew right from wrong? When we constantly is being taught misinformation from the cradle to the grave.
We say no.
You know, we got the Israelite movement now today is huge, but it's huge because of people spreading misinformation. So the majority of our Israelites are misinformed. You know, the ISUPK is huge today, Jonathan.
Yeah, yeah.
IUIC is huge
Mm-hmm.
today, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
GOCC is huge today. I'm talking about these people are so huge today. See, you was there before. You like me, which is an honor to have you on this channel right now because you understand what I'm saying. You one of the few Israelites alive today that was around before any of that stuff ever even existed. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I'm
was
gonna have to
around. You
break
was
out,
around
man,
before
because
any of that stuff,
yeah, I was. I was around
you
born
know.
this
And so,
early '90s.
you able to see, you able to see all these knockoffs, and each one coming with a newer lie. You know, a newer. They add more bullshit to the funk. You know, and our
Mm-hmm.
people is
Yep.
being it's bad, Jonathan. Yeah. We need to do better, Israel.
Yep.
Israel, we need to do better. We really need to learn our history, our heritage, our culture, our language. Right? We need to know that. We need to be able to talk to each other in a whole nother language other than this language that this European gave us. We need that. That would make us a stronger people. But y'all don't understand that, you know. But I'm telling y'all, I live that life. I do those things, and I'm telling you, it will make you a stronger people. Imagine if we grasped Hebrew so good to where, just like we did English, we was able to make our own slang in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
out code to where you had to be a real hardcore Hebrew to understand it. The Hebrew whites wouldn't understand it. The Hebrew scholars wouldn't understand it. Only us, and we kicking pure Hebrew slang. See, that's when you, man. See, those are my desires and dreams for us, so where we can get to that next level. You know, we can't get to this next level perpetuating heathenism, whiteness, this language, this culture, because all of that shit is the source of the power of heathenism. We got to start seeking holiness and righteousness. Jonathan, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you close out because we don't need to be on all night, man. We ain't got to lounge all night. We came in
Nah,
late,
nah.
I
Yeah.
just want to say this, and these are going to be my last words, and then I'm gonna let Jonathan close us out. You know what I'm saying? But my last words is this: sin is a reproach to any people. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. The wicked shall be cast into hell, and all nations that forgot about God. I land my plane. Take the mic, Jonathan. Close us out.
What you need to do from this day forward is seek truth. You seek truth. Study. this truth, analyze this truth, and understand why you seek it. If you do that, you'll find the way. That's my last one.
I love y'all. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe.
Queen is in the
And
building. She listening.
she may be, she may not be. I don't know. If she was in, more than likely she would have commented or you know
Yeah, because I can't see it.
or something. I have no idea who is listening. We have 8 in the chat. Well, not even in the chat, just in the view so far. And I have no idea figuring out who those 8 are. But God bless Yahweh Barukata or Kolatam. Yahweh bless all of them. You know, you are being fed some anointed words, some blessed words. You know, when you got guys like me and Jonathan together, you talking about damn near 100 years of Israeliteness.
We is over
We
100.
can tell y'all how this thing was 5, 10,
Yeah,
20, 25,
30.
30 years ago. You know, yes. And it wasn't like it is now. It is, I mean, the numbers, I mean,
The numbers are enormous.
the awakening is great. Yeah, the money and the increase of followers, you know, will keep them perpetuating them a lot of lies and a lot of new lies. These are newly raised up lies. People who doing this is what I would call demons, because our ancestors, when they talked about demons, they said that they were newly raised up. They were things that our ancestors have not known. And a lot of these practices are newly raised up and our ancestors have not known them. And I'm saying that your ISUPKs, your GOCCs, your GMSs, and I'm talking about the Israelite game at large. But I don't even have to go that far. I can just trace them back to the original 125th Street teachings that they all have fallen away from. All of them. And that's not even the Israelite teaching at large. That's just
Mm.
how they have fallen away from their own mama and daddy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So me and Jonathan gonna let y'all know about that. You know, Jonathan gonna come around again, and we gonna let y'all know about that because Jonathan has a wealth of knowledge about that information. And I'm telling y'all, when I cut Jonathan loose on y'all, he's going to teach y'all for real what really happened and how our
We could do that on the next show.
people
I'm
have
gonna bail
fallen
out, man, because
from
my phone
grace
is
and
my phone is yeah. We could do that in the next show,
yeah,
man. My phone is bailing, man. That shit is about 20%, so I gotta get out of
yeah. I'm about to be right behind you. But we
here.
gonna do
Okay.
that. You know, show y'all how these people have compromised the integrity and intellectual spirituality of our people just for money, fame, and fortune. You know. But that being that, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. And I'm going to do a lot more lounging. You know what I'm saying? You know, I felt like I don't want to come on YouTube, people, unless I got a lesson, unless I'm coming with that hardcore, this, that, you know. But I'm gonna get more acquainted with my people and let my hair down a little bit more. You know, I'm not gonna do it all the goddamn time, but I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. You know, we can just sit back and lounge and kick it, and, you know, that type of thing. But I really love giving my presentations and doing my research and, you know, that type of thing. That's what I really love to do. I don't really do this as much because I don't want to fail my audience. You know what I'm saying? I know my audience expect a high level of intellectual teaching. And I don't want to fail my audience, you know, by being too lounged. being too relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So, but I enjoy being with y'all, and I want to come on a little more often. But, sometimes research take a lot of time. Sometimes for me to do these subjects and these presentations, sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 days just to be able to collect the data. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I come with more lounging. You know what I'm saying? Where I can just sit back and relax, and put a lot of that hard work up on the shelf, for a couple hours or maybe even a couple of days. But I promise I'll get back to the hard work. But that being said, I love y'all. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, and I promise you that you will get pure, unadulterated Yasha ben Israel Israelite thought on this YouTube channel. Shalom wa ya barakatam.